Welcome to No Cover Music Magazine. I'm your host, Tim O'Brien, here at American Guitar Boutique in Phoenix City, Alabama, where we're happy to showcase and spotlight local musicians and artists. Welcome to another episode of No Cover Music Magazine. Our artist feature today is Mr. Corey Rose. Happy to have him here.
I appreciate you
How's
having
it going,
me out.
Man?
Good. Been a while since I've seen you, man.
Yeah.
Been
So
good.
tell all of us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
From Lexington, Kentucky. Been playing music about all my life. Started with my first guitar when I was 9 years old. Started playing with my grandma's family, and then played bluegrass music, and then merged into country as I grew a little older, and then now here I am.
Well, it's cool. We're excited to hear you play, so we're going to get right into the first tune with Corey, see if we can get a lot of music going on this time. Tell me about the first tune you're going to sing for us.
First song, me and a friend of mine, Donovan Crisman, a few of the songs we're playing today, me and him wrote. He's from Lexington, Kentucky, around that area. So we've known each other a pretty good while, and it's called What If It's God, and just talking about how some bad things going on in your life, it may be happening for a reason.
All right, let's go.
Flat tire on the side of the road one night, headed for Atlanta, but I missed my flight. I shake my head, pound my fist, I blame him for all of it. In the blink of an eye, a thought comes to my mind. What if it's God up there working? Show me these signs, saying I'm right here, you know I'm real, all part of a grand design. Now I'm not trying to hurt you, it's really for the best. You couldn't see that marathon gunner or the wreck up ahead. By myself on this highway, but I'm not scared at all. I know it's God up there working. He's been with me all along. Getting ready for church and we're running late. The getting mad shows up on my face. That wife of mine ain't found a dress. She hates to leave the house a mess. We forgot the car needs gas. Lost the keys in the grass. What if it's God up there working? Show me these signs, saying I'm right here, you know I'm real, all part of a grand design. Now I'm not trying to hurt you, it's really for the best. You couldn't see that marathon gunner or the wreck up ahead. By myself on this highway, but I'm not scared at all. I know it's God up there working. He's been with me all along. They didn't mean to cross that yellow line. That marathon's been robbed 100 times, and it's by His grace that clerk made it home alive. Flat tire on the side of the road one night, headed for Atlanta, but I missed my flight. Now I know the reasons why. He had a better plan in mind.
So you spent some time in the military. Is that what brought you to this area?
Yes. I started out at Fort Benning, Georgia, and then I've lived in Phoenix City probably few years now, and I've traveled all over the world. Was in the Army for 7 years and ended up right back here where it all started at, and I liked it enough to where I wanted to stay in this town and ended up moving here.
That's got to be provide a lot of inspiration for songwriting, going out and doing a tour.
Oh yeah, a lot of things go on throughout your life, like heartaches and stuff. I had a wife once before, been through all those 2 deployments and everything, and I have a beautiful little girl, 4 years old. So everything I went through in life all ties into a lot of those songs.
Yeah, yeah, you know, and deployment is no joke. So
Oh yeah.
Good that you were able to come home to a
Yeah.
child, and
Yeah, very thankful for all
with
that.
all your limbs and everything's good.
Yeah, very thankful.
So you're a performing artist. You play around town. Do you have your own band?
Yes, I have my own band. I play typically traditional type country music, kind of like a 90s feel to it. A lot of fiddle, a lot of steel type stuff. Few of my players, they're from around town. I got some guys down in Louisiana that I play with, Kentucky I play with, but a lot of them are from right here, and a lot of people know those musicians, and I'm very thankful I got linked up with a lot of those guys.
Well, because you're known around town as such a prolific songwriter, we want to try and have as much of your music on as possible. So we're going to go to the next tune. What's this song about?
This song is called Too Much Hurt, Too Little Time. It was it talks about a time in my life and Donovan Crispin's life where we both went through kind of the same thing, and a lot of hurt and bad times in our life, and we pretty much wrote this song about that.
Let's take a listen.
I sure couldn't use a breath of fresh air. I could use a home-cooked meal. I need to shave and cut my hair. Lately, that's the story of my life. Too much hurt in too little time. One heartbreak after another, they roll in. Just like a drop of rain, I let them roll right off my skin. When it comes to finding love, I guess I'm blind. There's been too much hurt and too little time. I try to keep on going. I don't want her knowing the shape I'm in. I sure could use a friend. That clock keeps on ticking. Every second I'll be missing what I had with her. I'm at a loss for words. Time don't slow down. And looking back on my first 25, there's been too much hurt in too little time. My reflection in the mirror ain't my friend. Every day it's a reminder of the shape I've been in. I wish it had the answers I can't find. Too much hurt in too little time. I try to keep on going. I don't want her knowing the shape I'm in. I sure could use a friend. That clock keeps on ticking. Every second I'll be missing what I had with her. I'm at a loss for words. Time don't slow down. And looking back, I still seem to find there's been too much hurt in too little time. There's been too much hurt in too little time.
So tell me about your craft of songwriting. You obviously write with other people. You write by yourself. Do you have a formula? Is there any one inspiration? Tell me a little bit about it.
It's varies depending on if I write it by myself or write it with another writer. A lot of times when I write songs, I'll either come up with the hook first and then I'll build around that, or somebody may shoot me a text, be like, "Hey man, I got this idea or this verse, you think you can help me out on that?" And then I'll just sit down and see what I try to build a story around the song, and most of the songs that I have or that I've written are all story songs and have some kind of meaning behind them, and that's usually how I go about doing the songs.
Songwriting is a craft. I find that the more you do it, the better you get at it, but
Yeah.
sometimes true inspiration comes over, in a flash, and you just got to catch it while you can.
Yeah, there's been some songs that I've written from just a guitar riff that somebody just came up with, and even that, just something like there's leaves outside, and then just build a song around that from completely nothing. And working with a bunch of different songwriters as well helps build all these different ways of going about writing so your songs don't sound the same. So that's helped me out a lot, and then they've taught me so much, all my friends.
So growing up, Corey, in your household, what was it like? Were your parents musicians? Were you? How'd you find the spark?
Yeah, my parents weren't musicians at all. My grandparents, on my mom's side, all of her family play bluegrass music. So I grew up playing nothing but bluegrass music, bluegrass gospel type music, and that's what I enjoy to do, and I plan on playing that for a while. And then I was introduced by my dad to a lot of the artists that now have inspired me. The late Keith Whitley, he died before I was born, and he was a huge inspiration for me. And then also Alan Jackson, George Strait, Brooks and Dunn, a lot of those type of artists are people I really get into and have molded me throughout the years, listening to their craft and watching what they do.
So, inspired by singing, or inspired by guitar playing, or music in general?
Vocally, all those people have inspired me a lot, and that's what it started out as, just hearing those pure, like, flawless voices. Another Daryl Singletary, he plays a lot around Alabama. He's another one of my big favorites, just a flawless voice. And in songwriting, I mean, there's people like Kevin Denny, Tom Bakken, a lot of people that I look up to a whole lot, and they all live around Nashville, and watching what they've done and seeing some of the songs that they've written and actually getting to talk and hang out with these guys now have really molded me as a writer.
Inspiration comes from all sources, but just hanging out with guys sometimes can really put it into perspective of how you get things done.
Yeah.
How old were you when you first got your first instrument?
First instrument I got was, I have no idea what the brand was. It was just a little cheapo guitar. I begged my parents for a guitar for Christmas, and they finally got me a guitar. I believe I was 11 years old when I got that guitar. And I grew up wanting a Gibson Hummingbird. And
Smart kid.
that was what my great-grandpa had. And I tried to carve in a hummingbird like on the back of that guitar like later on in life, and my parents still have it to this day, and it's got like a little crazy looking carving of a hummingbird on the back that I did when I was a kid.
Awesome.
But I was all because they got me that guitar is where I'm at today.
So we're going to have you do more than a couple songs on this. Tell me about this third song that you're going to play.
This third song is going to be my next single, and it's called Cowboy Left in These Boots, just talking about how if you're going through bad times or you've been through bad times, that you still have a little bit left to give. No matter what you've been through, like you can pull through that, and that's what this song's about.
Good, let's take a listen.
It was Sunday morning, sitting in my rocking chair, thinking about all I've lost and all I've had to bear. You wanted to hurt me, you wanted to see my pain. I might be a lonely fool, and missing you ain't my thing. There's still a little cowboy left in these boots, still a little brokenness, emptiness brought on by you, still a little bar on the edge of this town where I can go to if the thought of you comes around. I thought you'd break my heart in two, somehow it always pulled through. Still a little cowboy left in these boots. This heart of mine's like a saddle, it's wearing pretty thin. It's been beaten down and thrown around time and time again. I felt like I was sinking with quicksand all around. I was in over my head and I found solid ground. There's still a little cowboy left in these boots, still a little brokenness, emptiness brought on by you, still a little bar on the edge of this town where I can go to if the thought of you comes around. I thought you'd break my heart in two, somehow it always pulled through. Still a little cowboy left in these boots. Still a little cowboy left in these boots, still a little brokenness, emptiness brought on by you, still a little bar on the edge of this town where I can go to if the thought of you comes around. I thought you'd break my heart in two, somehow it always pulled through. Still a little cowboy left in these boots. Yeah, a little cowboy left in these boots.
So I heard you say that this song's coming out as a single. Where can people go to hear your music? Where can people go to buy it?
You can get on, it's pretty much on any digital platform. You can find all my music. I released an EP back September 2016, so that's on everything. If you want to get CDs or download any of the songs or buy merchandise or anything, you can find all that at www.coryrose.com, or you can contact the Cory Rose Facebook page and throw in a like in there if you visit the page if you like what you hear today. Other than that, contacting me for booking, you can do it all through the same website at www.coryrose.com. Just go to the contact me, and it'll go straight to my booking agency, and we'll get you taken care of.
So where do you see yourself going with this? I mean, obviously you have a child, you have aspirations and dreams. I mean, where would you like to take this, or is it just something that you're going to do no matter where it takes you?
I would really like to pursue this as a full-time career. Right now it's like a three-quarter time career, and I love doing it, and I want to do something I love for the rest of my life. I've been working with a lot of people in Nashville here lately, and hopefully they make something happen for me. So
Continue to work with them, sure.
oh yeah.
You recently got out of the military, or you're getting out of the military?
Recently got out, been growing my beard. That's all I've wanted to do for 7 years was grow my beard out,
Yeah.
and that was the first thing I did.
Well, you know, we appreciate your service, and we really appreciate your singing and your songwriting.
I appreciate that.
We are sneaking in an extra tune, so tell us about this
Awesome.
this fourth song that we're going to hear.
Yeah, so when I was in the Army, I spent a little time in El Paso, Texas, and a lot of the bars down there, they had a lot of its own brand of country music. It's called Texas country music, or red dirt country music. And this song just reminded me of walking into a bar down there and just people dancing all over the dance floor, swinging girls all over the place. And this is just a song about what I would have thought if I would just walked in there and I found this pretty little girl walking up and just swept her off her feet and took her out dancing. So that's pretty much what this song's all about.
Funny how many times women have been the inspiration of tunes.
Oh yeah, it's called Let This Cowboy Take You Away.
All right, let's take a listen.
Girl, I just saw you walking in. Set down my glass to fill it up again. Ask the bar for another round before you come around over my way. A double shot of bourbon just in time. I seen that smile when you walked by. You probably thought that I was just a fool, but I still played it cool and asked you to dance. Baby, come on over, lean into my shoulder, let the music take you away. We'll do a little slow dancing, late night romancing. You don't have to say a thing. Girl, just take my hand, let this cowboy take you away. We danced together all night long. You knew every word to every song. Merle Haggard and Chris Ledoux, Keith Whitley too, and old George Jones. And just like that, the night had passed by. Before we knew it, it was closing time. So I leaned in for a little kiss. I just couldn't resist, it felt so right. Baby, come on over, lean into my shoulder, let the music take you away. We'll do a little slow dancing, late night romancing. You don't have to say a thing. Girl, just take my hand, let this cowboy take you away. Girl, I swear it's just like a dream. From the look in your eyes, it seems it was meant to be. Baby, come on over, lean into my shoulder, let the music take you away.
So as a performing artist, you know, a lot of people come out and hear your shows, talk about you, talk about your songs. How do you find yourself inspiring other people to take the steps that you're trying to take? And do you encourage kids to get into music? And
Yes, absolutely. I've always encouraged children to, if their parents have a way to get them any kind of instrument, to go for it. It's brought so much joy into my life and been therapy throughout my whole life. Learning how to play an instrument can be a lifelong, like, admiration, if you will. Especially,
I call it my stress relief program.
oh yeah, I mean, and growing up as a kid, I mean, finals are coming up. Let's play a little guitar just to relieve the stress. I studied a little while and.
How is it around your house? Your aunts and uncles play?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They were always playing. Always encouraged me to play, and the biggest thing is to never give up, because people get aggravated about playing an instrument and want to give up, but just keep pushing
Yeah,
it.
you know, and I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. I don't know how you give up something you love. But,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I've heard people say that before, and I don't get
Yeah.
it. But obviously, you're doing this for the rest of your life.
Oh
and
yeah.
Thank goodness, because we'll be pleased with a bunch of new music out of you every quarter or every season.
Yeah. I hope we can get it out as much as we can.
Do you have a title for the new record you're working on?
Not just yet, but I know it's going to have some very good songs on it. I've had a lot of help from a lot of good people working with me on this album in Nashville, and I'm very excited to get it out.
What do you think about the local scene that we have going on here? It seems like, you know, this show is all about promoting our local music scene and everything,
Yes.
and it feels to me like we've got a lot of talent in this town. It comes from everywhere, and I really enjoy seeing everybody starting to collaborate.
Oh yeah.
Which I notice in your circle of people, a lot of, well, Drew Ellis, who we had done an episode
Yep.
on, and we have some other guys coming on the show, and they all you guys seem to be really collaborating and working together. I think that's a
Yep.
really strong thing for
And
what the community
And
has.
I haven't seen that in any other town besides here, because a lot of towns you go to, it's like a competition all the time, and nobody wants to help anybody out. And around Phoenix City, all the musicians are like family. I didn't know one person when I moved to this town, and now I know pretty much every musician in this town. Drew Ellis, my best friend. I love support any musicians in this town. I try to go out and see as many people as I possibly can if I'm not playing myself. Been playing some with Jesse Wilson. I just played some with JP38 down at the Civic Center not long ago, and Chrissy Andrews' band. All those people are really good friends and just a real close-knit family around here when it comes to music.
Do you think that helps not only grow our own local music scene, but grow the artists within the music scene?
Yeah.
Just being able to feed off each other.
Yeah, feeding off each other, and nobody knows everything, and about every musician I've seen in this town is as humble as they come and always willing to learn. As well am I. I've learned so much from a ton of people in this town, and
it's hard not to be humble when there's so many good musicians around.
Yeah, it's rough. You walk into any venue and see some of your friends up there jamming, you're like, man, I might need to go back and practice a little bit more. But I love seeing people jamming out and having a good time up there. It makes me happy seeing them happy.
Well, that'll do it for this week at No Cover Music Magazine. I'm Tim O'Brien at American Guitar Boutique. Thank you for watching, and make sure and tune in next week.
By myself on this highway, but I'm not scared at all. I know it's God up there working. He's been with me all along.